Where do we begin? How long have we got? A farm here in Wixall in Shropshire, milking about 260 cows, about 100 replacement heifers, milking twice a day. My journey into farming started when I first met Mark about 8 years ago. I started doing a bit of part-time milking and really enjoyed it, and it led to full-time. We moved here in about 2019 and took on running a farm by ourselves, and then this is us today. So our typical day starts at 3:30 in the morning, which is rather early. Everything's scraped out, bedded up. We start milking at about 4 o'clock. The milk tanker normally comes at about 7, takes the milk, so the milk's out the way. I take Sadie to school, so the school runs the next job. And then typically, normally at 9 o'clock, we start again doing any jobs that need doing, so tagging calves, registering calves, passports, bedding down, all the other stuff. Lunch normally in between 12 and 1, and then we start again at 1 o'clock, bedding down, scraping up. Cows out the sheds, milking at 2, and we're done for normally 5 o'clock. There's been a lot of media that probably sets the dairy industry in a bad light, of that we don't care, and when we do have to get rid of them, the time always does come that we don't care about them, but in reality we do. You know, we always want to keep cows as long as possible. They do, funnily enough, become part of the family. It might not seem that they do, but they do, and they're all individual. I know what every one of them looks like. Where they come in the parlour, you know, you get to know every single cow, and it is sad that, you know, they do have to go sometimes, but you always try and give them the best life while they're here. I always think that people probably do like to see the reality of what does actually go on to producing milk. You know, it's not as simple as you probably think sometimes. You know, a cow just gives milk, but there's a lot to it that goes on behind the scenes that I think probably people don't realise. And if you can manage to watch that on social media, you know, from the comfort of your own home, sometimes it probably is quite reassuring of what does go into producing your milk that you put on your cereal. There is quite a bit of technical stuff that does go on the farm that people probably don't realise. Like, every cow is wearing a collar. The collar will alert me if she's poorly, if she's in distress, if she's coming up bulling, which means she's in heat, which we then serve a cow. So it is quite technical, and it will show graphs of how much they're eating, their rumination. So that is quite technical. I think people perceive it as just milking a cow, and there is a lot of technical stuff that does go on behind the scenes to produce milk. It's not all as dark as people may perceive, and that it is a good industry to be in. When it goes well, it's amazing. Sometimes you have your challenges, but yeah, I just like to help showcase how amazing farming actually is.